Welcome to the Inspire and Learn series. We are the Multi-Hull Group, a multi-award winning dealership in Australia, specialising in catamarans. Join us as our expert team teach you all about anchoring, docking, rigging, sail trim, maintenance, and so much more, so you can build confidence in your catamaran handling ability. In this episode, Joe Fox will use the Lagoon 42 to explain how to safely park your catamaran. Enjoy.
The best thing you can do to simplify the whole operation is to remove the wheel. So what we've done down here, we've locked the wheel completely so we can forget about that, and we're just going to operate the boat using the two throttles. A really good trick that we use when teaching our clients how to drive the boat is to hold your thumbs like this. So if I push the starboard engine forwards, the front of the boat is going to go to the left. If I pull the starboard engine backwards, the back of the boat is going to go to the left. So it's quite a clever trick to hold your thumbs here and to just figure out what's going to happen to the boat when you do the throttle movement. So there are a couple of ways in which you can park the boat on the dock. Two main ways is bow first and then turn in, or reverse parking, like you would reverse park your car in a car spot. So I'm going to demonstrate both ways. We've got the drone ahead, so you'll see what I'm doing on the throttles and how that reflects on the movements of the boat. The first parking demonstration that we're going to do here, we're going to park bow first. So there are no engines at the front of the boat, so in some situations it's much easier to put the bows in and then swing the stern in sideways. So think of it as a handbrake turn. So what we're doing now, we're pointing at the berth and we're probably 45 to 50 degrees off the berth, probably 3 boat lengths out. So I'm going to move towards the berth at 1.1 knots. Slower is better. It's much easier to stop the boat if you're going slower. So yeah, I'm moving at 1.5 knots now. I'll put the engines into neutral. Now the boat's just gliding and that's all we need it to do. When the boat's gliding, it's slowing down and it's easier to stop and do the maneuver when we get to the berth. Now as we get to the berth, I'm not going to touch my port engine at all because we're already moving forwards. I don't need any more forwards motion. All I'm going to do is, when the time is right, put my starboard engine into reverse, and that's going to do two things. That's going to slow the boat down. It's also going to rotate the boat, killing two birds with one stone. So we've probably got about 4 meters off the bow now. Boat's moving forward at 0.9 of a knot. So I'll put the starboard engine into reverse, and you'll see from the drone, so I'm slowing the boat down and I'm also turning the boat into the berth. As we come in, we're nice and parallel with the berth now. So we're alongside now, and what you've got to bear in mind that I only use one engine. So admittedly the conditions are very nice. We've got a nice headwind which was helping us into the berth, but I came in nice and slowly and I only used the one engine just to slow the boat and turn the boat into the berth. What we're going to demonstrate now is parking the boat backwards. So approaching the dock on a very similar angle that we did going forwards, but we're going to come in backwards and we're going to get one line on the port quarter of the boat. Now you'll see from the video and from the wind behind me there that the wind will blow me off the dock. Approaching the dock backwards now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my port aft corner of the boat really nice and close so that my crew member David can step off and get one line onto that port corner. Now, as soon as I've got that one line on, I can do anything with the boat. So once I've got that line on the back, I can motor forwards on both the engines, and even though the wind is actually blowing me off the dock, the boat will come side to the dock. So you can see now just down here, if you move the camera down, I'm approaching the dock probably on about a 45-degree angle, and you can see the short line that I'm aiming for on the dock there. Once I'm nice and close, David is going to step off and put that line on the aft cleat. As soon as that's on, it's on now, you see? As soon as that's on,
That's good.
I can then put both engines in forwards. So look, if you look down here at the throttles, I've got 2 engines in forwards. As I move forward, that stern line is going to catch me. And now I'm moving into the dock really nicely, parallel with the dock. The wind is actually blowing me off, so if I didn't get that stern line on, the wind would have pushed me away from the dock. So it's really important to understand that when we hand a boat over to you, if you're in Europe or here in Australia, we really like to give you a thorough rundown of manoeuvring the boat. So what we do is we go through all the manoeuvres like this, teaching you how to do the spring line, how to balance the throttles, how to stop the boat safely, just to give you that foundation to then build your knowledge on going forwards. So guys, thanks for joining us. We do hope you enjoy our Inspire and Learn series, and it would be great if you did want to learn more and pick up more tips and tricks on operating your catamaran or lagoon. Do give us a follow on YouTube, subscribe, and you can get updates to everything we do.
Join us in the next episode when we are joined by a rigging specialist to demonstrate the best approach to rig checks and maintenance when cruising on your catamaran. See you then!